Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Jersey, and today I am working on my very first DreamSanp. And as a new player of Disney Dream Valley, I don't have many items, right? But I wanted to do this challenge. I wanted to do the very first one. This one, according to all of you in chat watching the stream, thank you so much because I believe it's true. I believe this one was the first one to start, and start understanding the way the mechanics, the way you use the menu, the way we gotta move the items, and how challenging it truly is to work on DreamSanp. We got amazing creators out there that make this process look easy, look so engaging, like they know what they're doing, right? But when you do it for the very first time, I'm telling you, it is at first, it's tricky. It's tricky, you gotta think different. This was a whole learning camp from me. I come from DINCOM, I come from games that when we design and decorate are in the way that DINCOM does it, and doing this one that is more on a top-down view as you decorate, and then you gotta get out of that view and go back to the view and in and out and in and out and check the poses. That was like such challenging way. Like I was not prepared to the way my mind had to work for this challenge, but it was fun. I had a blast figuring things out. I had a blast just placing things and just getting that learning curve. So as you're watching right now, you can see I don't have many items, but this challenge in many ways was perfect because of this situation. I didn't have all these items so I can kind of go through it and check out, and it worked out great. It worked out great that this challenge is based on this garden, the Wally garden, right? I thought, I was like, oh, this is nice. And then just gotta pick the right outfit and all that, and then do a composition, And when it comes to composition, doing that photography style, finding the right angle, the right spot, that was something also that was very challenging. One thing that I discovered through this process for myself is that when you are building for something from DreamSanp, it's not the same thing as doing a build for a design purposes. You are doing a composition for a picture and no building a build for aesthetics and the way it's going to look in the area. And I thought that was like the most challenging and the most unexpected thing to me in this process. And as you can see, I basically what I initially wanted to do is just kind of make the garden, just make it very enclosed. I don't have all these items that I can make this area look fantastic, or like other people are using all these wonderful items that I see in different channels. So I was like, oh, you know what? So I'm gonna concentrate on the vegetable. We're gonna concentrate on Wally and just do an awesome composition, kind of like a photography, and just work my way to there. So, and one of the things that I noticed, as I was doing this, and you go in and out and keep testing different things, is it's not just where the picture is going to be, but also what we're going to put the background, what's going to be surrounding the background. And as you can see on this right here, I knew I wanted to cover the sky. The sky was too empty, too blue. I didn't really want it there. And this is the section. You see how like I keep testing the camera. And this is what, like, at the beginning, I was like, okay, this is when I noticed this is going to be very different the way you got to design. And then finding that spot. Where do you want to stand? Because once you figure out, and at least for me, and I'm new, of course, I'm new to Disney Dream Valley. I'm new to this process. But as I was doing this, I find out that once I find the spot where I needed to be at, okay, this is the spot that I want my composition to be focused on. From there on, then that's when I needed to start building the picture, right? And that's when I said, like early in the beginning, it's not about doing a build, it's how you're building for the picture. And that was the eye opening for me. It's like, okay, I'm not just doing a build. I gotta do a build for a picture. The way it's gonna center, the angle of that picture. If the camera's gonna be high up, it's gonna be low, it's gonna be to the side. Because you can make a build and make it look very beautiful, but then for the picture aesthetic, it's not gonna work out. And that was to me the biggest eye-opening. Now, this is my first challenge, and I know when we go for the second one, for the one for the following week, it's gonna be different, and I'm gonna be learning as I go, and as I keep watching amazing other content creator of Disney Dream Valley, I'm gonna learn from them. I'm gonna keep watching them to see how they do it. But as you can see right here, I'm still trying to find that spot Where do I want to stand? What's the angle? Is the camera going to be high? It's going to be low? It's going to be this? Do I want to be inside the frame here? And I kept going back and forth, and this is what you're seeing, right? To me, the most important part is like, okay, I don't have many items, I don't have many things right now at this very moment that I can utilize to make this garden feel bigger. But I know I want to compose a picture, and I needed to be around this garden, right? The Wally garden. So that was like the main focus, right? But also I wanted to have Wally in the picture, and then I was trying to decide if I just want to be the character by itself. Do we want to hold specific animal in hand or anything like that? And this is what you're seeing. So the other thing that I'm starting to notice is like part of the background in the floor, I wanted to feel a little more lush. So we add a couple bushes just in the background, just even though in the picture it's gonna be just a little more blurry. It's not like something that your eyes are gonna be focused on, but we are gonna fill in those gaps, so it feels a little more lush and more greenery. And for the picture aesthetic, as you can see right here, you see how blurry it is in the background, but instead of being just all the way see-through and all you see is the flooring or the rocks or the sky above it, now we put some greenery that at least is gonna block that part of view. But as you can see, I moved my character again. I still not in love with the exact place where I want my character to be, and I still trying to find that particular area, the particular spot, and as I keep moving things around, I keep trying different positions, different angles, different faces, and then I started messing with the filters, and then I found a filter that I really like, and I was like, okay, so I think I found a filter that I really like. I think it makes it feel a little more gardening. It gives you that little other hint, other color, and I thought that it was really good. So I wanted to try a couple things out. Over here, I tried to kind of rotate the garden just to see what it felt if I had like a kind of double entrance situation. Right now at the moment, didn't feel it as much because I didn't see the garden as much as I wanted. So when I put it back where I had it, and then I'm still kind of liking this corner, and I kind of concentrate a lot on this corner, but at the end I moved away from this corner because it was so hard to get Wally on the picture, and I really wanted Wally to be also front and center. So what I decided to do is we're gonna rearrange everything one more time, and I want to make everything a little tighter. And what wanna be my tighter, this is when I start realizing, okay, I gotta stop worrying about the bill, and I gotta start worrying about the picture. Because nobody else is gonna see the bill. Everybody's gonna be looking at the picture. What's the character and what's around the character for the picture. And that's when I started deciding, okay, that's what I needed to do. So as you can see, I'm still moving a couple things, and now we're doing the composition for the picture. I kind of know where my character I wanted to have it. I kind of know now where I want Wally to be. I want Wally to be in front of the character, and then the other trick, right, is how to place the character, how to move Wally back and forth and place him where you want Wally to be. That was the other thing. And then Wally wants to look the other way, and I was like, oh my gosh, and this is I've seen other videos, I've seen other people talk about like the characters and how they get in the way or not or yes, and that was I have fun at the same time, and then waiting for the right moment when the characters are looking the right way and the right positions, and I was like, oh my gosh. So okay, so over here I decided that I needed, again, I went too close, so now I need a little more separation. So we're moving things around, we're doing the spacing, we're moving the bike. I really wanted the bicycle to be part of the picture, but one thing that I noticed is that now everything is too close. The fence is kind of blocking all the vegetable. So one of the things that we're gonna do pretty soon is we're gonna take some of that stuff away, because I really wanted to see a little more of the vegetable. So as you can see, I'm already taking 2 panels of leaf in the corner, and now we're getting a better composition, and now Wally is in the right spot, and I was so happy about that. So now I was trying to decide in many ways, in many times, what kind of picture do I want to take? What's the angle? What's the proper angle? Do I want to go full blown? Do I want to go square? How do I want this to be? Where the characters are, where are the eyesights are gonna be? And once again, as you can see, I'm moving a couple things around because there are a couple things that are still not being met when it comes for the actual picture composition, because like I said, now I'm not worrying about the bill, I'm worrying about the bill for the picture, because that was my approach. The way I started approaching this is like, I'm building for a picture, I'm not building for an aesthetic beautiful garden, I'm just building for a picture. And as you can see, I keep moving the bike. I want the bike to be in the right spot because I want kind kind of you to see the basket. One of the other things we're starting to do, eventually we're going to move the lamp again. We're going to face it in another position because I want the lamp to actually be seen, not covered as much. And looking at this playback, there are many times that there's a good composition, there's a good spot, you know, but it wasn't for me like the right one, you know. And as you're watching this, you know, and if you're doing this challenge still, you know, and you're still looking for idea, feel free to get inspired to do exactly what I did, copy what I did, because that's why we're here. You know, this channel is all about inspiration. It's about to help out, and maybe you do something even better by just seeing what I see, and maybe you change some items that actually look better. Then this is when I noticed for the first time that I wasn't meeting the criteria, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not meeting this. And that's something new that I learned. I wasn't sure, so I was like, okay, so I need now to find other items. I need to find maybe another hat or something else. And as you can see, the outfit is not the best outfit. I still don't have many clothes, so I'm still buying a lot of clothes every single day. Didn't have enough to meet this criteria or accessories or anything like that. You know, the only hat that I had that looked good, in my opinion, is this goggles that I'm wearing, so I'm using that at the moment. I had to change my shirt, so the shirt kind of helped now to meet the item requirement. So here we are, we're slowly doing the composition and doing this final tweaks, but now the character is not in the right spot. I still want Wally to look in a whole different way. I don't want him to look sideways, so because I had him in one point, I had him the right way. Wally here went all the way to the back again. I was like, oh no, Wally, what are you doing to me? Okay, and then we needed to restructure Wally, and I want Wally to look like this, but I want to be in front of Wally. And that was another thing that was a little challenge, is how to control these characters, you know. And in a way, in many ways, it's super fun because it's so fun to actually get this. And right here, as you can see, I finally feel like I got a good composition going on. I like the filter that we have. Now we're trying to find the right expression. I'm trying to angle it the right way. And there were a couple things still not the way I like it. So we're moving the lamp. That way the lamp is not just cut off. I like it now the way it's facing towards the front. As you can see, the bicycle, you still see that little basket. I really wanted that basket to show a little bit. So that's why we can move in the bike, as you can see. And now we're trying to get the right picture for Wally, you know, and I want everybody to kind of look the same way. I want Wally to his eyes to be in this specific position. And like I've seen many of all these amazing content creators out there, it takes time to get that right picture. Everybody doing the right thing that they want. I noticed over here in the top of the sky, I didn't like that we see a little bit of the rift and all of that, so I decided to add a couple more trees just to cover a little more of the sky. And as you can see, guys, don't forget that the final picture I took was on this square, not the whole picture. So I didn't care too much about the rift on the side because I was just concentrating on what's going to be inside the white lines. And this is the size that I'm trying to do right here. And then here's when I'm trying to get Wally to kind of look the right way, write the composition. But this is my first try, you know, this is my first composition, you know. It was fun to learn how to use the tools, the mechanics, everything behind it, you know, how to learn to work for a DreamSanp, you know, because all these amazing YouTubers out there, they make it look easy, but when you first start trying, it's different. It's different decorating in a top-down view, and at the same time it was very exciting, you know, trying to learn, trying to figure things out. And I really enjoyed the aspect of what the DreamSanps are, you know, that challenge every week to do a new composition, you know. And as I continue to get more items, I hope that I can continue to create better composition, a little more elaborate, a little more full, you know. But I'm glad for what I have. I'm glad for what I created for this one, you know, and to start learning for the first time everything that we needed to do. I like that we were able to use the bicycle. I like the composition on the sky and everything that we got together. But guys, that's all I have. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you want to see more videos, and I will see you next time. Alright guys, see you later. Bye.